The word is nigger. It is spelled Nigger. And in these days, it can be a horrible fighting word in the wrong mouth and with the wrong inflection, says David Bradley, a black professor at the University of Temple. We must also think of what Jason Mitchell says, that bigotry should not just be a footnote, but a major teachable moment. David Bradley also says, this book is a problem. It's a dangerous thing. It is a bomb. And you don't want someone disarming a bomb if they are not comfortable in that situation. These things are true. These two were talking about a book that was written in 1885, 100 years before I was even born. That book is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. My name is Kevin Lamar Marshall, and I am here today because it is a tool to help me teach the students about the world as we live in it today. And certain districts want to take that away. They want to put that book in the back of a closet and on the back on the shelf to never be seen or heard from again inside the four walls of these schools. The problem that they have with this is that the word nigger appears 200 times. But the word nigger is just that. It's just a word. It is a word that has never lost its meaning and never will. Some say that they don't have to use that word, as they have revised the classic novel by Mark Twain. They have suggested terms like African American and slave to be in place of the word nigger. But the word slave has a different connotation already within the book. It just simply won't work. It will take away the effectiveness of when the book was written. The book is not simply racist just because it is simply about race. It is more than race. It is about Huckleberry Finn and a runaway slave named Jim. It is about Huck and Jim's friendship. It is about Huck's morals being questioned throughout the entire book. It is about Huck Finn realizing that Jim just wants freedom just as he has. See, Huck can relate to Jim because they want to put Huckleberry Finn also in a box. Change who he is and constrict his mind and his soul. This is also a book about the growth of Huckleberry Finn. A growth that many of our students are experiencing as they are becoming adults and teenagers in high school. If you deny one child the ability to read this book inside school and have class discussions about this book, then you are denying all children that opportunity. It is not easy to teach this book, but it can be taught. Every child doesn't have to read this book. There's another book written in 1882 by Francis Harper called Iola Leroy. It is about a young teenage female who's biracial. And when her dad dies, she is sold into slavery. And just like that, everything that she ever knew was gone. You can take that book and Huckleberry Finn and compare and contrast those two. And have a great discussion about the times that they were living in. You can study Frederick Douglass and talk about the times that they were living in. It will help take away the sting of the word nigger. The detractors will say that Mark Twain himself was in the Confederate Army. This is true. But what those same detractors in opposition say about Mark Twain, they do not mention that in the same year that Huckleberry Finn was published in 1885, that Mark Twain wrote a letter to the Dean of Yale Law stating, "The shame is ours, not theirs, and we must pay for it." When he spoke about paying for it, he wanted to pay for a student by the name of Warren McGunn's tuition, a black student. The detractors will also say that Huckleberry Finn is no... This is true. Huckleberry Finn is no role model. He will tell you that himself if he were alive and here today. He would tell you that you should not play mean tricks on people. You should not be as devious as he is. You should not lie. But what he would tell you is that you should stay true to your heart and your soul. And his heart and his soul told him that Jim being in slavery was wrong. And if Huckleberry Finn were here today, I would like you to take a look at these two pictures. And you decide what side Huckleberry Finn will most likely be on. He would also agree with Ben Woody. He would say, teach this novel in high school. Teach impressionable youth that morality and legality are two separate things. That humanity and inhumanity both exist in this world, but humanity can't prevail. The youth can learn so much from this book on how to be decent human beings. Because when it's all said and done, it's all boiled down, Huckleberry Finn was decent. The word is nigger. It is spelled Nigger. In the wrong mouth, it can be fighting words or an inflection. There are books for you outside when you leave. Please take one if you have not read Huckleberry Finn. Please take one if you have read Huckleberry Finn and reread it and gain more from the book than what you had the previous time. Thank you.